Oke, kembali lagi bersamaku dan kali ini kita pengen reaction ya. Nah, ini dalam bentuk playlist. Nah, jadi ini nanti di playlist ini ada 33 video, ya kan? Dan 33 video ini kita bagi jadi part 3 ya. Maksudnya kita bagi jadi 3 part gitu. Ya, part 1, part 2, part 3. Masing-masing 11 video yang kita reaction. Nah, kali ini aku reaction tidak menggunakan kamera karena kameraku bermasalah nih, ya. Tidak menggunakan kamera wajah, ya. Biasanya kan kalau reaction itu kan harus menggunakan kamera wajah. Tapi kalau ini enggak. Maaf ya, karena ini kameranya lagi bermasalah nih, ya. Ini udah atur ke 1080p. Nah, jadi nanti kita reaction dari sini nanti sampai yang Mazda LM55 Vision Gran Turismo. Gunanya aku reaction video ini untuk ya gunanya sih ya untuk memperingati 10 tahun project Vision Gran Turismo aja gitu. Nah, salah satu Vision Gran Turismo yang hadir di CDT adalah Bugatti, ya. Oke, kita mulai ya. Oke, udah full. Sabar. For people who love cars. Oke, nah ini Mercedes AMG Vision Gran Turismo. Nah ini yang ketiga nih BMW ya. BMW Vision Gran Turismo. Keempat, Mitsubishi ya.
私たち三菱自動車は50年にわたりモータースポーツに参加してきました。今回 XR というコンセプトカーをベースに
Tunggu sebentar, Oke, bagi yang belum ngerti yang nggak bisa bahasa Inggris ya, kita coba ke sabar. Kali Jepang. Oke, terjemahkan otomatis ke Indonesia aja.
レーシンカーを作りました。皆様もぜひお楽しみください。
4輪それぞれの駆動力を最大限に引き出せる PHEV システム、それに加えましてアクティブ用コントロールシステムは電動式で左右輪のトルクによってドライバーの意のままにコントロールできるシステムになっております。
三菱自動車の車開発では空力が常に重要な役割を果たしてきました。いかにダウンフォースを空気抵抗を増やさずに獲得するかというところをこの車の開発ではより注意して行いました。この車コンセプト XR-PHEV エボリューションのデザインコンセプトはアスリートフォルムです。アスリートがまさにクラウチングスタートを切る瞬間の緊張感であったり瞬発力を表現しています。全てその速く走るためその目的のために角度や細かい高さの調整など設計者とともにデータを見ながら決めていきます。
Kelima, Nissan.
The design brief was more or less try to design a car that looks fast, that looks super interesting, that just make people go wow.
Vision GT is a very exciting global project, and it's fabulous for us to get the chance to express our design for a future concept in the gaming.
The concept 2020 is basically what every designer always dreams about. It was super exciting to work on a project with no boundaries at all.
Designer had a kind of initial line drawings, and we actually skipped all the clay model stages and then doubled it directly to digital.
We could really understand the form using our Powerwall screen, using technology to bring this future concept into reality. We can use pure aerodynamic performance for the first time, and that is going to add a huge advantage in the game itself.
タイヤとキャビンの間に風を通すようにして必要最低限の空気の切り裂き量にして空気抵抗低減を図っています。
You have this strong front fender connected to it, very round, very sculptural. And then in contrast, the rear fender, which is more constructed and more wing-light, very lightweight.
When you need to have a high downforce, the actual rear wing is adjustable, so it's automatically elevates the height of the wing.
When you're driving this car, you're really going to feel the fantastic acceleration. You get this feeling of energy that just surrounds you.
It's super extreme, super low, super wide, but also very aerodynamically refined.
It's like a jet fighter grounded on the road.
With all this energy and excitement, this innovation, this is still very obviously a Nissan.
Keenam, Aston Martin ya.
It's the shape, the form, the proportion. It's our iconic grille shape.
It's the balance and integrity of materials.
It's beautiful, crafted, sculpted.
It's something groundbreaking that no one's seen before.
Yeah, we were allowed to break the rules somewhat with this one.
It really showcases what Aston Martin is all about. Power, beauty, and soul. DP100 is something very, very special for Gran Turismo. For me, the initial idea always starts with a sketch, producing something which is touched by human hand, but it's seen in a virtual world.
What's unique about the car compared to everything else we do today is its mid-engine layout.
As true mid-engine, DP100 allows us a completely different form language that still maintains the Aston Martin feel and character. We've effectively used the same processes, the same principles to design this car for the game that we would in putting a car on the road. So all the shape and the form had to be real. We look at three elements: the sketch, the engineering, and the CAD. And we also have the delivery through sculpture.
Beauty is probably number one. We spend an obsessive amount of time looking at the car in different lights to make sure this car looked great from every single angle.
With the design of a car like DP100, the colours and materials are hugely important. We're able to link some of the exterior finishes and interior finishes and be totally free with where we can apply them.
With the virtual world, we can push the boundaries.
For a designer, it's the ultimate in freedom.
We give the car a lot of power. We've been very inventive with aerodynamics.
It's going to have the great feel, perfect balance, and that sound, that rush of sound each time you change a gear. That's something which is so special in Aston Martin. You'll feel all of that.
Oke, aku kembali. Oke, kita lanjut ya.
In the DT100. All of our racing technologies, all of the passion that we put into our road cars are here in DT100. It is a true winner.
Ketujuh, Toyota.
The design brief for this car was very simple. Take the FT1 concept car and turn it into the most kick-ass, badass, super race car you could imagine.
Nah, ini sebenarnya adalah Toyota FT1 konsep yang dibikin lebih agresif gitu untuk project Vision Gran Turismo ya. Gitu. Toyota FT1 ini adalah konsep tetapi nanti versi produksinya itu adalah Toyota Supra MK5.
When we started the project, some of the key words that came to mind were sexy, authentic, outrageous, track built. The design process on the Toyota FT1 Vision started with sketching. From sketching, we moved to a scale clay model to prove it out in physical form. From there, we digitally scanned it and then put it into the CAD and did all the final refinements in CAD.
Well, the original FT1 was more of a sculptural concept car. That was a serious sports car, but this one is more an extreme race car where it had to look functional, it had to look extremely serious and aggressive, and this had more, and it still had to be believable.
Yeah, working on this car, we really got to take that form and pull it and stretch it in different directions to try to emphasize these large fenders in this car is really low down, really high grip, really high downforce.
Usually after CAD process, they still develop design clay model, sometimes hard model, but especially this project, CAD data was the final. So we have to make sure the CAD data looks beautiful and perfect, and we did it.
The biggest challenge in designing the Vision GT car was keeping the spirit of FT1 intact. We changed a lot, and I think all the enthusiasts out there and the people that loved FT1 and now they see the Vision GT car, they'll recognize all the areas we changed, and it's a lot. So we had to keep the identity of FT1 while doing that. And we put a lot of effort, a lot of energy into really making something authentic that when all the race fans out there and all the Toyota driving fans out there experience this car in GT6, they're going to be wowed.
Ke-8 Subaru.
ビジョングランツーリスモへの参加が決まった。カーデザイナーを目指した学生時代、徹夜で走り込んだグランツーリスモ。そんな慣れ親しんだゲームの企画にスバルが参加表明した時は驚いたが、その担当にという打診にはもっと驚き、2つ返事で飛びついた。ダイナミック&ソリッド。スバルのデザインフィロソフィーを踏まえイメージを膨らませる。塊感、硬質な素材から削り出されるフォルム。でもそれだけではダメだ。力強さ、ダイナミズムを表現するには核となる中身が欠かせない。モータースポーツを通して培われた技術、精神、それをいかに凝縮して表現するか。世界中の車メーカーが参加するビジョングランツーリスモ。スバルらしさ、日本の車メーカーらしさもアピールしたい。こうした要素を内包し、強烈にアピールできるモチーフとは何か。やっとその鍵を見つけた。
Jongkong, cok. Katsuo Bushi. Makanan paling keras. Makan jadi sudah. Jadi.
ラリー、ニュルブルクリンク24時間レースで培ってきた技術、そしてデザインフィロソフィー、ダイナミックソリッド、これを融合させてグランツーリスモのために我々新しいレースカーを作ります。ぜひご堪能ください。
レース車両はスバルビジブ2コンセプト。機動性を重視したワゴンフォルムとしながらもレースに必要な空力性能、そしてスバルの特徴であるシンメトリカル AWD をいかに表現するか、そこをデザインのキーポイントにしました。
硬質なボリュームを削り落とした面がフロントからリアにかけて一発でズバッと通してあげて、空力を考慮した伸びやかなルーフライン、さらにそこからつながるルーフスポイラーを一体化することで特徴を出しています。またこの車ではビジブ2コンセプトで採用しましたトルクベクタリングシステム、それをフェンダーに配置したランプを光らせることで可視化する、そういったことによってスバルの目指す操りの楽しみというのをゲーム内に表現しています。
Oke, ke-9 Chevrolet Caparral ya.
In the 1960s, Chevrolet did not have official sponsorship or involvement in racing, so there's all of this mystery and intrigue. With the relationship, I did not have a head with Jim Hall and the Chaparral.
It was kind of a research association and development, and certainly they helped us a good deal, and I think we helped them. It was a good interchange, and I always felt really good about it. It was a fun time in my life to work with a bunch of guys that wanted to find out, and that's what I was interested in, learning about how to make them go better.
That spirit of innovation, spirit of...
Tunggu sebentar, tunggu dulu. Ini sabar.
That...
What the fuck, man? Kok ini spoilernya tinggi banget? Spoilernya kok tinggi?
Spirit of innovation, the spirit of exploring the unknown is really what...
Kipas, Cok. Kipas.
Define that relationship.
Ini roda belakangnya mana? Roda belakangnya mana, Bang?
Between Chevrolet
and chaparral. And that really was kind of the storyline that we wanted this project to really revisit, is what could be.
The flying suit was a very strong inspiration for me. Head first, belly on the ground, and pretty much have a sense of flying just inches from the racetrack was, to me, the best and the most exciting position I could find for a race car.
I said the amount of thrust, the amount of downforce, let's make sure that this car's got the performance that it needs to be a winner.
僕らは、新しい車を作るときに必ずその車に合わせたフィジックスを用意するわけですけれども、今回の 2X の場合は、レーザー推進っていう、これまでの自動車では全くなかったような新しい推進システムで動くわけですよね。それは全くゼロから開発する必要がありました。
Through the whole process, it was very unique because the game's digital. And our design process is extremely digital on this vehicle. So we kind of knew we looked pretty good in the game. And I think what we were looking for was something that was as innovative and pay, homage to Chaparral.
The Chaparral 2X is very advanced. It is exploring new concepts in aerodynamics and in propulsion. And isn't that what finding new roads is all about? It's exactly what it's about. Chaparrals were always exploring new roads, and this new concept does the same.
Masa pembalapnya cewek anjing. Cara duduknya kayak motor, jir. Kayak motor beneran. Sumpah kayak motor. Duduknya lebih susah daripada F1, jir. F1 aja baringan, apalagi mobil ini nih. Kayak apa gitu. Pakai tangan sama kaki. Nah, siap nih. Mobilnya sih keren, tapi pembalapnya cewek. Ke-10 Infinity ya.
thinking about this Gran Turismo, we thought, how can we leverage this learning that we had from F1 and bring it into a GT car? How do we make a GT car that is born from the track, but also lives with the romance of racing? And so it was a great collaboration with all the studios. But the final design was selected from our Beijing studio.
Orangnya bilang, santai dulu bos, senggol dong.
Can you bring it up on the monitor?
Sure.
This is an incredible, exciting project. All designers want to create a car without limitation, can spread out their imagination and
yang ngerancang orang Cina ternyata.
bring it to reality as well. We want to create a car that looks sensual, attractive, futuristic, and also looks very wild, powerful. They can impress you with just a glance.
无论是车头犀利的眼神、外扩的格栅造型，还是锐利利索的细节，包围感极强的 Fender， 都是为了要让车身看上去所有的力量都在互相牵制的同时又相互融合，从而带给人们一种野兽般的视觉冲击。
インフィニティコンセプトビジョングランツーリスモは最初のキースケッチからファイナルモデルの制作まで全てがこの北京にオープンしたばかりのインフィニティデザインベイジンで行われました。生まれたばかりのこのデザインスタジオで中国の若いデザイナーたちはインフィニティのヘリテージを学び、インフィニティのフォームランゲージを理解し、その上で彼らが渇望する思いをビーストとしてこの車に封じ込めました。センシュアリティ&ビースト、それがインフィニティコンセプトビジョングランツーリスモのコンセプトです。
V8 自然吸気をフロントに搭載し、リアにトランスアクセルを搭載する FR レイアウトをベースに気持ちよく楽しめる走り、リプレイを見たくなるような走りを狙いとしたパッケージングを行いました。
Gitu dulu gak sih? Pakai akustik dulu gak sih? Oke, ini dia puncaknya. Puncaknya untuk yang part 1 ya. Yaitu Mazda. Oke. Setelah Mazda. Oke, nanti setelah ini kita akhiri dulu. Besok kita akan lanjut part 2 ya. Oh iya, 5 Desember 2014. Kok gue jadi merinding, cok. Yang awalnya tadi bersuka cita, malah jadi merinding nih. Gara-gara liat video ini nih. Ini video bikin merinding.
挑戦って我々マツダがずっと大事にしてきたもので、いわば伝統のようなものです。過去13回の挑戦を得て、1991年に日本メイクとして初めて、しかもマツダしか持たないパワートレインロータリーエンジンでルマンで総合優勝しました。その時の感動は本当に今でも忘れられません。これが挑戦だと思いました。
Mazda LM55 ya guys ya.
The design from a heritage standpoint, obviously we looked at cars like the 787. That car has this amazing long front overhang, really short, low rear end, and it creates this very unique balance that's just not commonplace in contemporary sports cars. So we wanted to take that influence and bring it into this new concept and create this dramatic proportion where you have really low front end, very dynamic, sculpted fender treatments, and then really low rear end.
This Gran Turismo project, all the designers got involved in it. It was a global competition, and we all pitched our ideas. But ever since the beginning, I wanted to pitch this Le Mans race car because Mazda has such a strong Le Mans history. My project was to recreate that Le Mans car for the future 2020.
我々デザインもずっとチャレンジし続けています。今我々が取り組んでいるのは鼓動というデザインテーマ。それは生命感あふれる美しいフォルムを作ること、車に命を吹き込む、これが我々デザインの挑戦です。
Oke, sampai di sini dulu videonya. Sampai jumpa lagi di video selanjutnya. Kok gini? Oke, sabar. Bukan ya. Oke, sampai di sini dulu. Lanjut lagi di part 2 besok ya. Malah jumpa lagi di video selanjutnya.